Hello everyone, my name is Cal Sinez, and welcome back to Cal's Maker Company towards Solidworks. So now I made a promise that we'll go back to this part right here, that there's another function that we had to learn. So previously from the other videos, now you know the concept of how you use the functions from the features and sketch. You go back and forth to actually create this. You build up from the foundation of your components, building upwards. You know how to use the extrusion, how to extrude the cut. We learned those in functions right now. So another function is adding in circles now. So we got back to this part right here that we looked into before, and from there we need to add in a circle. So where's the circle going to be at? The location is going to be right here in the circle area. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this area on the plane, select this guy, and it'll turn blue. Once you select it once on your left button, it'll turn blue. And what we could do is go back over here to sketch, click that one, it'll transfer to the sketch area. Click on the sketch, so that will create a new one. It'll position itself right here. So now we're good to go. So now I'm going to start my centering out the circle, or we can start the circle. So I'm going to go back over here, circle, click down only, and I'm just going to click it anywhere else on this plane, on this area. It doesn't matter which way you will have it because we don't have the dimensions yet. All we have to do is just create the circle, that's it. And it doesn't matter too on the diameter, same thing, same concept. Once you got that one ready to go, you click it in the middle, bring outward, click it to cancel out, check it, and we're done. Okay, now the next one we're going to do is add in our dimension from the circle, which is smart dimension. Click on the circle right here. So now you're just selecting the circle from the outside where it turns orange. All you do is select that one, and that's it. Then you bring out your dimension out here on the outside area, and we're going to type in 1. Enter. Whoops. Okay, that's a little bit too big. So it's got to be 0.5. 0.5 inches. Enter. There we go. That's the one we're looking for. So that way it'll bring it downward. So now from here... Wait. Oh, okay. I was looking at it wrong. Almost scared myself a little bit. Okay. Oh yeah, right. We did change something on here. Okay, I remember now. So I think we did make some changes before. So I'm gonna go back to this right here to actually modify it. Be right back. I'm gonna go back to this guy right here. I'm gonna go back to this guy. See here. Oh, I'm gonna go exit sketch first. I'm gonna fix this guy so that I don't have to get confused. It used to be. Whoops, not that one. Edit the sketch right here. That's the one I needed. There we go. That's the one I was looking for. So 0.75 is going to be about 1 inch. No? Oh. 0.5. Check it. There we go. That's the one I was looking for. Okay. Almost got confused there. Okay. So I'm going to go back to sketch 4. Edit. Go back to that one. Okay, now let's go center out this guy right here. So our center point from here, we're going to select our smart dimension. We're going to select the center of the circle, which you'll see the center turn orange. Select that point and select this horizontal till it turns orange, the line, and click out here. And we're going to select it right here, and our coordinates for that's going to be about 0.5. There we go. And then from this direction, we're going to select the same spot at the center. Whoops. Escape to cancel out the command. Select the smart dimension. Select the center of the point. Select the vertical line, which is right here. Bring it down here, and that one's going to be about... Actually, that's a bit more different. I can't really tell the dimension for that one. So I'm going to cancel that. I'm going to undo it. I'm going to press check, undo it. Here we go. Smart dimension, center point. I'm going to select this side because it gave me the dimensions from this side right here. And this is going to be about 0.75. There we go. Check it. And now we got this positioned out ready to go. I'm going to exit, go to features, and this time we're going to use extrude cut. So this is the one we'll be using right here, the extrude cut. I keep forgetting about this one. Select the sketch 4, extrude cut, so that way it'll be good to go. We're going to go from blind to through all, and it'll always go from here to this outside right here. So we need a circle onto it. Once you got that one ready to go, press check, rotate it, and then there you go. So now we learned the circle command. Now we know what to do next. So that's all we got for that one. Now the next one we're gonna learn is a different area. So now let's get to the interesting part, which is the advanced area. So I'm gonna do is go over here, File, New, or another way, this little blank paper right here. Click onto that, it'll be New, vice versa. Either way, either File, New, or this little blank icon, whatever it's easy for you to access it. Click on the part, okay, and there we go. So right now we're gonna save this as bearing. So I'm gonna save this right here. I'm gonna type in bearing. I'm gonna save it. So now it's gonna be under a solid part. Save that. There we go. So now we're gonna choose our bearing right here. So we're gonna choose the top view. I'm gonna select that as my own opinion. That's my choice. Go to sketch. I'm gonna go on top view. On here we have 3 circles, and it's a bit I want to say difficult. I'll show you guys right now. So we'll be learning a lot on the tangent side. So we're going to select the circle right here. I'm going to bring it over here in the center. Click this one, and that's it. Now for our diameter for the inside, it's going to be about 0.64. Oh, right. This one's going to be different right here too as well. I forgot that. Sorry about that. Let me exit this right here. Okay. On blueprints, it'll give you a unit. So you can't really tell on the blueprints right here on my book anyways. Most of the times on blueprints, they'll try not to indicate it most of the time. That you have to look at it very carefully, and you have to know if it's in inches, millimeters, or centimeters. Sometimes it'll indicate a little icon above here on a square section, or down here on the blueprint. It'll tell you that your unit's going to be in inches, metric, or in centimeters. On my blueprint, it says metric. So how you got to change your units, that I'm going to show you right now. Down here at the bottom right corner, you have IPS. Your unit system is going to be inches, pounds, and seconds. I'm going to click this right here. It'll bring up the scale, and it gives me these guys right here. So we have millimeters, centimeters, and meters. On my blueprint, it'll say metric, so I know that's going to be in meters. Or I can't really tell if it's in... Yeah, that's the thing. If it's in meters or millimeters. It has to be in metric. I'm going to try metric. It's going to be in meters. Now I'm going to go back over here to sketch 1. Right click it. Edit sketch. So now we're good to go right here. So I'm going to type in 64. Enter. So that's my metric right here. So this is a large hole right here. Okay, next one. The next one I'm going to try is go on this side, another circle. I'm going to select this guy right here, the circle. Go at the center right here. Do not click. So I'm going to drag over here until I bring out that secondary hand. You see that little blue line, secondary hand? Drag over here from the outside. That's it. I'm going to put it over here, make a circle, and that's it. That's all I'm going to do. Click on the smart dimension. Click this circle. Bring it out here. The dimension for that one is going to be in radius. It's going to be 17. So I'm going to type in 17. I'm going to hold my shift star. So that's times. So it'll be 17 times 2. Enter. And that'll give me my diameter of 34. Because on the blueprint, you have 2 different units. Two different measurements on the circle. There's going to be always radius and diameter. You have to understand the difference between those two. On here, it'll tell you a diameter, which has this little symbol of a circle and a slash. The blueprints will actually tell you if it's diameter or in radius. Radius, it means that it's half the circle. So that's why I was saying is the radius of 17. We need to times it twice because we cut it in half, but we need to multiply it twice so that way we'll get the actual size. So we got that one. We're good to go. I'm going to use my dimensions still on. I'm going to select this center of the circle right here and select the center of the circle right here. So that it'll give me the distance from here. From those two distances, it's going to be 48. Enter. There we go. Don't worry about the intersection. We'll have to worry about that until later on. Okay, now we're done with that. Check it. Now we're getting to the interesting part. From here, we're going to add in a line this way. Now, we could do just click the line and click it anywhere else on here. That's okay, but you need to know that how you make the surface tangent. So this one does, the software on the Solidworks does have the function to allow you to actually do that, to actually make the tangent. So I'm going to select this line. I'm going to go over here on top. I'm going to just draw an angle. That's it. That's what I'm going to do. Cancel it. And I'm just going to cancel with on your keyboard. Press ESC on the top left corner. Type that one. It'll cancel the command. Right here with your mouse, I want you to select the line. On your keyboard, hold down Control and select the circle. So that way these two will be active. Right now, you got to add in your activity. So you have these selected entities, which is these three. I'm going to do is click this right here. Add relation. I'm going to type in or click on the tangent. So that way it'll be tangent on the circle right here. Once you get that one, you're good to go. Now I'm going to select this right here. Same thing. Hold down my Control. Click the line again. And that's going to be the same thing too as well. Tangent. Whoops. It kind of moved a little more. Let's see here. I'm trying to figure out another way. I'm trying to select these. I'm going to go try 3 of them. I'm going to try. Nope. It's not going to work. Okay. So I'm going to select this circle and the line. Tangent. There we go. I'm going to select the circle. I'm going to fix it so that way it won't move. Yeah, there will be a conflict right here, but again, I just want to select the line and circle. So I'm going to select the circle and the line. Hopefully it'll accept it. Tangent. There we go. So now we got everything else set to go. We're good. I'm going to cancel this command right here. I'm going to get rid of this guy. This little icon, there's a little small one. Or you just select that one, right click it, and delete it. Because that way it'll get rid of that command. Because again, we just want the line to be tangent onto here. Now my next step is I want to repeat the same process, but that's going to take a long time for you to actually do that. Because again, you have to do step by steps over again. You got to make your circle, do the line, tangent, etc., etc. We want to eliminate that time so that way we can actually make this process go faster, to complete it quicker. So another tool I'm going to show you guys right now is called the mirror entities. With that one, you need is a center line to actually activate that. Create the center line. I'm going to create it from here, going to my vertical. That's 1. That's it. I'm going to press escape. Center line again. I'm going to my horizontal. That's it. And then we're going to select the mirror entities. Select that one. So you have these 2 squares right here. Entities to mirror and mirror about. So entities to mirror is the one you select the ones that you need to mirror. So I'm going to select the line and the circle. That's it. Mirror about is the one that you made, which is a center line. So that way it'll copy this one onto the other side. Watch what happens. Select the center line. There we go. So now you have the shapes on the other side quicker and fast. Oops, I think we did something wrong. Mirror entities. This right here. Oh, click on this right here. It says copy. Make sure you have that checked. Because again, I think that's what happened. It delete the other previous one. Okay, check it. So there. Now you have 2 of them on one side. So that you're good to go. Mirror entities. We're going to try that again. This time I'm going to select these 2 lines right here. Mirror about. Mirror the other side. Because now you get this line right here. Okay, there we go. We almost got the shape. Now we just need to cut it out. So from there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the trim entities. Trim entity is the one that you actually trim off these excess materials off of it. So on your mouse, I want you to hold down your left button, hold it down. Don't click it because it's not going to do anything else. Just hold it down until you see gray lines. And all you do is just trace along the outside area that you want to trim out. And that's it. That's all you can do. Trim off these whiskers off, and that's it. And that's all of it. I'm going to check this right here. Oh, this right here. Do we have a mess? Make sure you double check everything else because that way it'll delete the other functions too as well. So you kind of have to be careful on that. So trace this. There we go. Voila. Okay. I'm going to check it because right now I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to go back to my top view. Okay, there. Okay. Now I want to trace in 2 circles inside. From there, I want to add in those circles. So I can just do one side. Right here, Smart Dimension. Click this one. Or another function too as well, if you want to make it more concentric. I'm going to add in these 2 circles. Right here. I'm going to select one of them as my dimension. Let's see here. It's going to be 14. There we go. And then I'm going to select these 2 right here. So I'm going to select this one. I'm going to go to my display, add relation. And I'm going to select this guy right here too as well as a circle. Because now you have 2 circles and I want them to be equal. Because one will actually have a dimension. That's the one we wanted. And if I press equal, this one will copy this guy with the dimension right here. So make sure you have one of your shape or these ones right here, the same dimension. So you got each one of the other ones to be equal. So that way it'll be easier along the way. I'm going to click on my circle again, add in the center. And then from that one, I need to add in my dimension. On this one, there's 2 different tolerances. So that one, we'll learn that along the way. Because on here, it says 2 different type of tolerances. 41.28 all the way up to 41.17. The reason why it has those 2, because again, on the term, it's called general dimension and tolerance. It means that most of these components has to be shaped specifically in that tolerance. So that way, for example, if you have a phone that you want to split apart, or actually, if you have a phone, if you want to get access into your battery, you have an access to actually take it apart and you get access into that battery. And the battery has to fit inside that component, so that way it'll be a good tight fit. Then if you want to put back the phone case back onto the phone, if you replace the battery, you'll hear a snapping tight. So all your components everywhere else, it's all general dimension and tolerance because we need them to be fit together. It has to be functional, and that way it'll be snug right away. So there's a lot of different tolerances out there. It varies what its purpose is. Like, for example, snap on, slide on, tight fit, loose fit. There's a lot of different tolerances out there, but then we'll explain that along the way. So on this one right here, I'm just going to go straight in the middle from 28 to 17. So that's like what? Probably around 41.12. So that's like almost close to the center. Enter that one, and that's your shape. Now, lastly, is going to be the trim. And I'm just going to trim off these guys right here. Oops. No. Sorry. That's my fault. Trim this right here. I'm going to trim this guy right here. Trim this one and this one. And trim this inside right here. There we go. And this is the one we want. I'm going to press check. And hopefully it does work on my side. I hope it does. Exit sketch. Now you have this function right here. Features. I'm going to select sketch 1. It'll select the whole thing. Extrude. From here, on my dimension, the thickness is going to be about 14. Huh, well, it is 14. Okay. Enter. Down here you have selected contours. It'll turn blue. I want to select this one, and this one. Check it. So that's my first step. Now, how do we get the other one from the inside to actually go up above here? Well, I'm going to go back over here on this little tab icon, select that one. I'm going to select the sketch 1. It'll activate that one again. At this time, I'm going to do extrude cut. And this time, I'm going to select the inside of this guy right here. There we go. So that way, it'll select that one only. That's it. And that's good. From there, it's going to be from the base, the bottom base right here, all the way on top. It's going to be 33. Enter. Yeah, okay. Check it. And there we go. So now we have this component right here. Yeah, that's right. Okay, that's right. Okay. I was looking at a different angle because the blueprint it had like this angle right here. So it's kind of like a little confusing. But it's okay. So now we have this component. We're good to go. We just need to add one more, which is a little circle right here. And I'm going to add this guy right here on this shape. So I'm going to do is go to sketch, new sketch, actually exit. Go to this rotate or these planes. I'm going to go select the front plane, sketch, and that would automatically select the new sketch right there. So you can't really tell that it's like behind the circle. So if I was going to trace behind it, it's not going to affect the surface. It's going to affect the plane for the inside and the middle. So I'm going to select that one, make a small circle right there, and then the smart dimension. I'm going to go from this center to this line, and that's going to be about 13. Oops, sorry. That's my alarm. Check that one, and that'll give me this point right here. That is 13. And your drill for that hole is going to be 6. Enter, and that's it. So now what I'm going to do is go back to finish, exit, features, and I'm going to do is extrude cut. So it's going to give me that one. I'm going to go select the sketch 2, extrude cut, and I want it. It doesn't matter which way it goes on the blueprint. It doesn't actually specify where is it at. So I'm going to use that one. Go through all, but I think it's okay. Okay, it doesn't actually give me the option. Okay, I'm gonna go through all. Okay, and that's it. And that way it'll just blend in onto the circle right here. Okay, that's all it gave me right now. So that's how far it is. There was another way I was gonna show you another item too as well, but again, we'll look at that one later on in the future. Okay. Now, the next one we're going to learn is the fillet. On the blueprint, we want the part of the surface to be smooth. So, on the features, we do have that. And we're going to choose the fillet right here. I'm going to select that one. It'll activate this right here. Now, down here, I want to make the symmetric from 0.1. It's going to be about 3. Enter. Because that way it'll activate it. Now, type of fillet or items to fillet will be the ones that we want. So I'm going to fillet this edge of the line right here. It'll follow the path. That's okay because we needed that one. When you do the same thing on this side right here, this line, it's going to follow this path right here too as well. I think there's one that says actually we'll do that later on next time in the future. Okay. I'm going to select this once. That's it. I want to do it multiple items, but it depends on your software if it does accept it, or if it's like it'll accept the command. I'm not sure if it'll do that, so I'm gonna try that. So I'm gonna select this right here, this corner of this ridge. Okay, there we go. So now it's like it accepted that one. I'm gonna select this right here, this side. There we go, and we are good. Check it. Now we made this one. Congratulations. So now you learn a lot more tools and features now. We learned how to use the circle command, how to use the mirror, how to use the fillet, and after that, how do we extrude it with another different shortcut. So we're now improving ourselves, so that's good. Thumbs up. And after that, that's it for today. I will show another one next time, how to use the other mirror function, and we'll continue on using the circle command to actually use that one and also the fillets too as well. So we need to practice that one along the way because if we skip it along the head in the future, it might be you guys might skip ahead later on in the future. So we're just learning how to use the features in the sketch. So these tools right here. That's it. That's all we're gonna do. Okay, and I'm gonna do is save it. That's it for my bearings, and that's all for now. Okay, hope you guys learned a lot on this part right now, and after that we'll continue on with the next one. Okay, I'll see you next time on the video. Goodbye.